Hello, welcome. If you didn't see the shorts on my channel, that's totally fine. Um, we're just talking about here, there is some relationship where you are lacking communication between you and this person, and it's making you guys think that you guys are not compatible for whatever reason. And even though there is a lack of communication, there is a desire for communication. And it's creating it's creating ripples, it's creating waves. And it's kind of feeling like someone is drowning because they cannot fully express themselves for some reason. They're creating this prison for themselves. She has this beautiful garden around her, and yet on the inside she feels gloomy and sad and gray, and there's a brick wall. She can't see anything past the wall. There's a wall and there's a fence and there's a gate. It's like just complete imprisonment. And so I just want to see, let's just see what energy is coming through as to why there is lack of conversation, even though there wants to be conversation. We have the garden and the gate. So once again, with that gate really coming through, she holds herself back. She sees this beautiful open land that she could run and frolic in and enjoy. Maybe that could represent this relationship, the joys of a relationship, of being with someone, of like going on dates and hanging out and kissing and whatever. There's this beautiful energy. There's this idea somewhere. And for some reason, you or this person, or both of you even, are holding yourselves back from having it. Because you think, well, I've been in this garden this whole time. And although it would be exciting to go out there, I don't know what I'm going to find. And I don't know if it's going to be better or worse than what I have here. So I should just stay here. And so maybe for some of y'all, this is like a coping mechanism, or like I don't want to say self sabotage, but more of just a guard, you know, like, let me pull back. Let me tell myself that we don't have anything in common and we're not supposed to be together and blah, 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 right? But realistically, it's just creating this gate, this lack of actually being yourself and being open and seeing the world in color and enjoying something for once, enjoying a relationship. Maybe y'all don't want to just be able to enjoy the relationship. Maybe there always has to be something for it to feel like it is something. But that can also just be from past feelings and past relationships coming through, and feeling like it's not, no one cares if, if it's not toxic energy kind of all the time. We have walking away. I think it's so interesting because we have her standing at the garden, in the garden, with this key on her neck, butterflies around representing transformation, yada yada, all these beautiful flowers, this beautiful garden. And she's still looking like, oh, I kind of want to go out there. And I have the key to go out there, but I'm too scared. And then we have walking away. And she's quite literally exiting the gate. And it looks like there's this bright light behind her. Like she is just so happy and she's excited and she's illuminated to see what joys she's going to run into in the unknown. Escaping this prison that she has created for herself. This opening of the third eye, this opening of seeing things for more than like just what they are. That's not what I meant. I meant like seeing more than what you see on the surface. That's what the third eye is all about. Seeing what is unseen. So what is it about this relationship that is making you stay still and kind of want to run almost? And run in a way that is keeping yourself within the gates. Because I feel like also maybe this is just like you wanting to walk away because you keep telling yourself that the values are not there, or they're telling themselves that the values are not there. But really it's just a lack of opening emotionally. It's not an easy thing. And sometimes we do things unintentionally that make us be like, well, no, I have to walk away. Let's see what the flower oracles have to say. We got honeysuckle, number 11. What a beautiful card. Prayers granted. So it's these birds. I've never used this deck before, so I am going to read from the book because I would love to know what it says. But we have these two birds, which represents this relationship between you and this person. And one of you is in the nest, and the other of you is standing on a honeysuckle, and it's growing. And I realized that, I don't know if you can see, but the bird is holding a ring, like a wedding ring. And then this one is holding like berries or something. So it's like maybe that's where the values, the different values is coming in. Like maybe one of you wants more. Maybe one of you wants something that is more defined, while the other is trying to build stability for themselves before they commit, because they don't want to commit without being like ready, like themselves be ready. Maybe they want to be able to provide or something like that. And the other one is kind of just like, we don't need like material stability as long as we have love, Because here, this one that's carrying just the berries, they have a nest under them. They had to create that. They had to build that nest. That is now where they live. They have a place to go. And yes, they might be only able to give berries right now, but at some point they will be able to provide this ring. And it's like, just because you guys have slight differences in where you are right now and maybe what you want, I think overall there is still a chance for happiness and love. But y'all keep taking the route of like walking away and closing yourselves off and thinking, okay, well, this just isn't for us. They are only giving me berries while I'm coming with this ring to represent my feelings for them. So they obviously don't feel the same way for me. And this person is like, well, they're not stable in the way that they need to be, but they want to be committed. And I'm trying to create that stability for them because I'm not saying that they have to be stable. I'll be that stability for them. But if I'm going to be that stability right now, this is all I can provide. So it's just, there's just a lack of understanding. There's a lack of understanding. Let's read what the book has to say. I got this for my birthday from my sister. Let's see. Oh, the deity is Aphrodite. I love that. And she is in this reading with us. I have her candles lit on my altar right now. I asked her to join us. Hi. Wow, I love that. Okay. Um there's a lot going on here, so first of all, it says honeysuckle represents June birthdays, June being the month when honeysuckle is at the peak of flowering. So maybe this person is born in June, maybe you're born in June. Let's see. Something sweet and marvelous that will nourish your life and soul is in motion. Pure happiness. I love that. Your love life can be everlasting, like the evergreen honeysuckle, meaning fidelity and undying passion, or endure for a fairly long time, similar to the honeysuckle variety that drops its leaves each winter. Either way, every month will be good for you. Summer evenings will be romantic. From spring to fall, when honeysuckle blooms, your days and nights will be infused with the exotic scent of romantic, loving promises. The omen of this flower bodes well for a wedding, since sweetness and bonds of love are words silently spoken by honeysuckle. Marriage is predicted to be happy, healthy, and free from want because honeysuckle's flowers, seeds, berries, and leaves are all used medicinally and to produce oil. Don't be surprised by someone from your past approaching you to revisit a relationship and shared memories. Fragrant honeysuckle also indicates flames of tenderness and nostalgia for lost love. In Greek mythology, sweethearts Daphnis and Chloe could only meet in the woods when honeysuckle flowered. So that the lovers could enjoy romance more frequently, sympathetic Aphrodite extended the honeysuckle's flowering time. Oh, I love that. You will accomplish something you are striving to attain, and you have the patience to keep doing what needs to be done to surmount time consuming challenges. Honeysuckle thrives on its roots being in shade, perhaps synonymous with you studying alone. So, like, I don't know, maybe you think that, like, you do better alone. That just came through just for that. Similar to the strong, fibrous twining vines of the honeysuckle, you cling to stability and claim to reach your destination like colorful and climb, sorry, to reach your destination like colorful honeysuckle flowers seeking sunshine. Wow. What were we literally just talking about? Stability. Like, I feel like one of y'all is focused on stability, like within yourselves, and then the other one is trying to focus on stability of the relationship. And so, like, that is where the disconnect of the values is. Because one of you is like, well, why aren't you focused on us? And the other one is like, because I'm trying to focus on myself so that I can be better for us. But it's also just like, well, if you're going to be working on yourself to be better for us, then, like, why are you trying to date in the first place? Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's where this person's mind is. So, whichever bird you feel like you are, you know, and so it's making the one be like, okay, well, I'm going to walk away because if you're not ready, then what are we doing? What are we doing? But it's like you guys can also compromise to a point where you're building together instead of building separately. I really like these cards. They're really pretty. Okay. So that's the energy right now. Let's see. Let's see the future. As of the future, as of right now. As of how you guys are moving at this moment. Sorry, I have to grab a little tea break. Ooh, that was way too much. I did see water though, so they could be a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or maybe you have water in your chart. Maybe November is important. March. We have the black cat. Your luck will soon change. And the gate. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? How many gates are we going to see? We have the garden in the gate, walking away in the gate. We have the gate with the 9 of Pentacles. Gate, 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 gate. Y'all are really closing yourselves off to something. Oh my goodness. A barrier keeps you from your goal. Are you creating this barrier? Is this person creating this barrier? Is the lack of conversation creating this barrier? Is your past creating this barrier? What is creating this barrier? Because something is stopping you from just like moving forward in this relationship. And maybe it's not you. Maybe it's not even the other person. Maybe it's like subconscious. I don't know. But there is something there with the gates. And with the black cat here, like, I really feel like that's just trying to tell you, follow your intuition. I feel like black cats to me always remind me of following your intuition. I always think of the cat from Coraline. Like, he's able to walk both worlds. And he kind of helps Coraline, but like not really. Like, he knows what the fuck is going on, but like he just like is always talking to her in riddles and shit. I would be fucking annoyed if I was her. That's why she threw his ass at the fucking other mother. But not the point. um and yes, it's talking about your luck will change, but I feel like your luck will change when you recognize what it is that is halting you from achieving whatever this goal is. Maybe it's the more commitment. Maybe it's the other person seeing like what you are talking about. I don't know, but regardless, I feel like at the end of the day, there needs to be a conversation. There needs to be a conversation, a truthful conversation as well. Not even just like, oh, how are you feeling? Like, no, it needs to be like real and raw and deep and like actually like having a legitimate conversation about what the fuck is going on, because it's obviously stopping this relationship from moving forward. And for you, I feel like most of y'all probably watching this are the ones that feel like you want more of this commitment and they're not giving enough because they're too busy trying to stabilize themselves, which is like, and I don't know. I'm not going to tell you how you feel. You have to obviously decide how you feel, but maybe it's making you feel like you are not moving. And maybe it's making you feel like you are not going to be able to achieve your goal of like being in a relationship with this person. I cannot believe that just came out. I mean, I can. It's just like every time I read tarot, like I always am so surprised, even though I know that like if the energy is there, the energy is there, you know? Let's see what the love angels, the romance angels have to say to you at this time about this person, about this relationship, about this situation. See, maybe Aphrodite has some finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Once again, they're definitely working on their financial stability. And I really think that it's just affecting things. I feel like they're truly trying to get their shit together. And unfortunately for you, like, and I feel like you're not even the type of person that's like, oh, I want someone that's like super, super stable financially and like whatever. I feel like you don't even like care about that necessarily, because you are just worried about, is there love? Because if there's love, then I don't give a fuck, you know? And like this person is just like not seeing it that way, or vice versa, whatever, what's it called? Like if you feel like you are um focusing on yourself, like maybe they're feeling like it doesn't matter. Like you can focus on yourself while you're with me. The fuck? Okay. And then we have wedding. This situation involves marriage. And with honeysuckle, marriage did come out before too. So and I feel like with the ring, like I don't know, maybe somebody like wants to get married, maybe somebody wants to just elevate the relationship from what it is right now. Maybe it's not necessarily ready for marriage, but like maybe you or this person want to move the relationship up another step. So going from like just dating to like, okay, we're exclusive, or going from exclusive to, okay, we are together, like completely together. It is just us. We're not open to anyone else. We're not dating anyone else, just us. You are my boyfriend, you are my girlfriend, you are whoever, like putting more of a label on it for other people to also know. Or it could be like literally a wedding. Maybe you're already married, but maybe you're engaged, because wedding came out twice. Maybe you're engaged and you feel like one of you is more focused on the wedding while the other is like, can we chill out? And like, I just wanted to propose, or like have that higher level of commitment, but I'm not ready to get married yet because financially I'm not there. There's like a lot of different, once again, it's all going to depend on you. Wow, back of the deck, we have heart to heart conversations. I honestly discuss your feelings with each other. You guys have to have a conversation. You just have to have a conversation. I feel like at the end of the day, that is one of the main things that is coming through here is, if you want this relationship to, if you want the gate to open, you guys have to have a conversation, because you're obviously not in the same mindset, in the same headspace, on the same page, maybe not even reading the same book at this point. And like, you have to have a conversation. And I don't think that the conversation needs to be hostile or anything. Just talk about your feelings. Just explain, this is what I want. And I need this. And the person also needs to say, this is what I want. And this is what I'm trying to do. So where can we meet in the middle? Because I feel like there is love here, and I feel like y'all do care about each other, but there is just a lack of communication. Okay, before we go, let's just get some clarifying cards and some advice from Aphrodite, since she is here with us. Thank you. Is there anything else we need to clarify? Thank you. Vortex of change. Engage with the vortex of change, where energies swirl in transformative dances, molding anew. Unfortunately, you have to be willing to do things a little differently. I really think that's the only way that this conversation is going to be helpful. Because right now, maybe you're just in a headspace of, I'm over it, but you have to be willing to, both of you, not just one of you, to compromise or to figure something out, meet in the middle. If you are the one that is focused more on your financial stability, I do feel like the vortex of change is telling you maybe change your priorities a little bit. Obviously focus on yourself. Never stop like moving forward just because you're in a relationship, okay? But you also have to remember that people are not going to wait for you forever. They're not. And at the end of the day, don't date if you're not ready to date, you know? And once again, I feel like there is a lot of love here. So do with that information what you will. I'm just the messenger. And if you are the one that you feel like you're more focused on commitment, maybe change your ideal a little bit of, okay, it's not that this person doesn't want to commit to me. It's just that they're trying to get it together for me as well as themselves. And that's okay. You don't want to stop somebody's growth just because you're like, I want to get married or I want to whatever this relationship. You know what I mean? It's not just about you. It's two of you. There's two of you. It takes two to tango. Okay? I'm just going to pull the other cards, and then we're done. I hope this reading was I hope you got something out of it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. I do personal readings on my website. The link is in my bio. Well, it's actually like down below, I should say. We have memories, reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet, and twin flame. Mirroring, shared feelings, reflection. I feel like you guys reflect each other in a different way. It's not an exact way, but I feel like you guys reflect each other's insecurities. For sure. And maybe because you guys have no contact and you haven't had a conversation, you guys are missing each other and you're thinking about each other. And you're reminiscing. And you're like, damn. Back of the deck, we have beginnings. Try again, new direction, start over. So yeah, I feel like Aphrodite is just saying, like, please just take a moment, have a conversation, express your feelings, let them express theirs, come to an agreement, and try again. It's okay to start over. That is totally fine. It's okay to start over knowing how each other feels and where you want to move forward and yada yada. Okay? Take the time to do that. Because I do feel like with loyalty here as well, like they are loyal, you're loyal. Things are just a bit chaotic right now. Okay? All right. That's what I have for you today. I will see you in the next reading and have a blessed day. Mwah.